Diddy's trial has been one of the most astounding tales in music history. The courtroom saga played out with witness after witness rocking the industry. From Cassie's tearful declarations to Kid Cudi confessing he despised every second of what he witnessed, the world has been captivated. The turning point nobody foresaw. The prosecutor in charge of the case, Maureen Comey, got herself fired. It was not just a mere adjustment. The step generated a whirlwind of questions. Was it politics, coercion by influential individuals, or something even deeper? Celebrities started commenting. Kanye West didn't mince words, and the internet was instantly divided into two camps. Some think Diddy is finished for good. Others gossip that he still has tricks up his sleeve in the game. And now the comeback rumors won't quit. Rumors of a return to Madison Square Garden, speculation about potential presidential intervention, and backstage, the music establishment waits on bated breath, wondering whether or not to let him back in, or bar the doors forever. This is not merely the tale of a trial, it is the tale of power, betrayal, and a man who won't go away. The world is watching intently. The only thing remaining is this the start of the end, or the beginning of the greatest comeback hip-hop has ever experienced? Kid Cudi has finally spoken on the Diddy trial, and what he uttered left fans gobsmacked. In the Call Her Daddy podcast, Cudi confessed that he loathed every single moment of standing in the witness box. He did not wish to testify, rejecting the offer twice, but when the subpoena arrived, he had no choice but to appear in the courtroom. Cudi explained that he believed it was the right thing to do, not only for himself, but for his former Cassie Ventura, who has been at the center of the controversy. His testimony created a sinister portrait of his history with Diddy, detailing how Combs supposedly broke into his house and even torched his Porsche in anger after he learned of their short-lived fling in 2011. That last statement left the whole courtroom reeling. And now the world knows just how extreme these accusations of violence and intimidation could have become. But as the trial continues, Diddy himself is searching for an escape route. Rumors in the industry are that he's working on the ultimate comeback, with rumors of him targeting a monster show at Madison Square Garden. There are even speculations that his camp has been quietly scouting the idea of a presidential pardon, a move that would be nothing but astonishing. But not everyone in the business is prepared to roll out the welcome mat for him. Insiders are dubbing him radioactive and claiming that the majority of artists and executives aren't interested in being near his name. The only ones defending him, Kanye West and Ray J, both of whom continue to stand by him even as the criticism gets louder with each passing day, adding yet more fire to the case. Diddy has introduced a plan that most label as outrageous, providing counseling for the abusers. As part of his defense, the accusers quickly called out this plan as nothing more than a mockery of the justice system to them. It's an affront to the anguish that they've endured and a reckless effort to downplay the gravity of the crimes charged. The pushback has been quick, and detractors argue it's evidence that Diddy will do anything to restore his reputation, no matter how cringeworthy it sounds. This drama is no longer about one man, it's about power, celebrity, and the dark underbelly of an empire that once appeared invincible. On one end, you have the accounts of individuals such as Cassie and Kid Cudi, which include violence, intimidation, and terror. On the other end, you have Diddy battling for his life, career, and legacy. The stakes could not be higher, and with each day, the courtroom intrigue continues to unravel new layers of betrayal, ambition, and desperation. Fans are left wondering the same thing. Is this the end of an icon, or the start of a wild redemption arc? Behind the scenes, the industry is abuzz with rumors that this case could blow open a whole new era of hip-hop's deepest dirty secrets. Several insiders suggested that federal officials aren't just examining Diddy, they're examining a network, a web of influential people who might have facilitated or even joined in on some of these parties and acts. If that's the case, then this trial will turn into a domino effect, pulling names that no one ever anticipated into the public eye. That's precisely why so many celebrities are remaining quiet, publicly. They don't want any part of this tale, yet in private, individuals are terrified of who will be next to be called upon. There is pressure here, and it's only going to become greater as more testimony comes in. What surprises fans even further is the divided reaction on social media. Social media is ablaze, with some claiming Diddy is being targeted by the system in the same manner as other influential black men, and others stating this has nothing to do with race or music. It's about accountability, justice, and victims' voices which now feel safe enough to be heard. Hashtags trend daily, some demanding his cancellation and others demanding his freedom. But one thing is certain, no one remains neutral. The case has touched the culture and left fans and even families From that era of bad boys, music divided. And then there's Kid Cudi. Post-testimony, he confessed that he's been getting threats and grappling with individuals trying to silence him. That exposed created shockwaves around the World Wide Web. People are now referring to him as one of the most courageous voices in this matter. Since he had nothing to gain and everything to lose by coming forward, he admitted it was painful to relive those experiences, but that he felt he owed Cassie himself. And to the truth, the internet has come to his defense, using hashtags to sing his praises and call him a hero. For Cudi, a man who's fought his own demons publicly, it's another chapter in his long battle for peace and truth. Diddy's lawyers, however, are drawing a very different portrait. They argue the media is waging a smear campaign, falsifying stories and resorting to old grievances to try him. Before a verdict has even been delivered, they're trying to sell the court of public opinion as dangerous, and that everybody is forgetting, innocent until proven guilty. His attorneys have made several motions to dismiss critical testimonies, on the grounds that they are irrelevant or exaggerated, but others view this as simply another move to avoid responsibility. It's a battle not only in the courtroom, but also in the headlines, with both sides doing battle to frame the narrative, fanning the flames. Leaked court papers show that Diddy's business empire could be on the brink of implosion. Some have already severed ties, his ventures are hemorrhaging cash, and his insiders claim his once loyal entourage is disintegrating. Those who once guarded him are now keeping their distance, fearing that they may get smeared by association and wreck their careers. For a man who used to refer to himself as Brother Love and crafted a persona as the ultimate mogul, this is the toughest wake-up call of his life. He's discovering that when an empire begins to fall apart, loyalty evaporates quickly. And here's the craziest part: word on the street is that Netflix and other streaming behemoths are making the rounds on this tale, already in development. With documentaries and dramatizations, they realize that the public is addicted, and they're competing to be the first to release an explosive deep dive. Picture an entire docuseries featuring previously unseen video, interviews, and previously untold stories. It may reframe how a whole generation sees one of hip-hop's most influential men. Some argue it's inevitable, others argue it's exploitative. One thing is for sure, though, this drama is too large to remain contained within the courtroom undefined. It's bleeding into pop culture, the media, and the way we speak about celebrity influence.